We met through me looking for someone that handcrafted Orgonite. And,
Yes,
we're
on Facebook.
talking, yeah, 5.5 years ago. And our first conversation was, I believe, 2.5 hours long. And we just hit it off from the very get go. When that box showed up, though, even the person in the office said, "Wow, you got to feel the energy of this box." You had put 44 pieces of Orgonite in there and sent them to us in our office. So I was so excited, and it was like Christmas. But I immediately thought of my father. He was taking his cell phone and putting it in his t-shirt pocket close to his heart.
Oh,
And he was telling me that that cell phone was causing him to have chest pains. And I, of course, said, "Dad, please, take that and put that down on the sofa next to you." He loved technology. My dad loved technology. So then I took him a piece of the Orgonite, the cell phone sticky that you had, and he stuck that on his phone. And then just to see if anything would happen, he put the phone back a couple of days in his shirt pocket and never had one chest pain after that. And I
wow.
was like, "Oh my gosh, I have to tell everybody about this." So then my friend, she had been putting her cell phone pocket in her right pocket and her right hip. And she'd noticed that after about an hour or so, her hip would start hurting. So I told her about my dad's story, and she's like, "Well, get me a piece of that." So I gave her one. And as soon as she put it on there, she kept putting that phone in her pocket, but never ever had hip pain after that. So she was a
Amazing.
believer. Yeah, she, of course, has Orgonite pyramids and everything in her house now. But yeah, she was such a believer. And, I researched Wilhelm Reich. He was the gentleman from the early 1900s, I believe. He was born in the late 1800s, just the turn of the century. And he had realized that if he could put organic and inorganic things and layer them together, that they would put off this, incredible balancing, grounding, healing energy. I believe he had a sick family member that he was trying to help that either had cancer or something and did survive. And so that was the very earliest Orgonite information that I had gotten. And
Oh,
then,
yeah. It's evolved so much since then. And my particular recipe, I actually connected with Gaia and muscle tested exactly
mhm,
what to put in there. And that's how I came up with my unique blend of 29 crushed and powdered metals and crystals. Prior to that,
mhm,
I had been collecting for over a decade. And then in 2020, when I found myself with some unexpected extra time on my hands,
mhm,
I decided to create. And I wanted to create the strongest, most beneficial organite that I could possibly conceive of. After I came up with this blend, I made it up and then I started dowsing it out. And I found that I could get a bigger energy field with a piece the size of the pendant that I'm wearing than the most powerful pyramid that I had collected prior to channeling that
mhm.
recipe. And I have got so many amazing results and testimonials on my website. If you go to phoenixhealingcreations.com, there's a whole page dedicated to evidence and testimonials. It's been an honor and a privilege, and it's also one of my very favorite things to
Yes.
do.
Yes, and I want to add this. I know a lot of people find manufacturing companies that have plants and, use machinery to create, but there is something extremely special and powerful by your handcrafted pieces. And I just want to put that out there that yes, you can get some good Orgonite, but if you want to be grounded to the earth so fully and completely and comfortably in your body, your spirit being so well integrated, into your physical body, which helps with manifesting, by the way. If you're too flighty and not, really grounded, it's difficult to manifest being, too disconnected from your physical body because we're here to create in this tangible way on this planet. So the Orgonite you make is phenomenal.
Thank
And
you
I have
so
lots,
much.
lots and lots and lots of happy customers that are walking around with your pendants and pocket
Oh, yes.
pieces.
Oh,
And what
yes.
what they do for the trees, you know, the fruit trees, and it's just so amazing. Yeah, I'm gonna pull one.
All right.
Okay.
Well, thank you so much for telling people about the amazing Orgonite that I do because it is
Yeah.
just one of my favorite things to do. And it's super important to me that it helps people.